Josh wants to know, I just watched your video on when to replace a chain, but what I really want to know is a dependable way to measure cassette wear. The disappointing truth is that there's no dependable way to measure cassette wear due to widely varying cassette tooth profiles and the nature of the small size cogs. An experienced mechanic can often tell when a cassette is bad, but that ability comes with inspecting hundreds of cassettes. Now there are tools out there that help measure cassette wear, but I find them to be unreliable indicators, again due to the wide variations in cassette design. With that said, here are some general tips on how to determine if a cassette is worn via inspection. First, clean the cassette so that any wear is clearly visible. Look for teeth that have a trailing edge flattened near the top of the tooth. This indicates that a stretched chain has been used with the cassette for too long. Look for excessive wear on a cog that doesn't match the rest of the cassette. We all have our favorite gears. There could be more than one of these, but rarely more than 4 that get much more use than the other cogs. If there are huge disparities in wear between these cogs and the rest of the cassette, it may be time to replace the cassette. An old trick to estimate cog wear is to pull the rear brake and then push down on the pedals and watch if a new chain wants to skip up the teeth as if it wants to skip over the top of them. If the chain is skipping over the top of the teeth on hard efforts and struggles to shift even with a new chain and a properly tuned derailleur, it's probably time to change the cassette. If you want your question asked on Ask a Mechanic, presented by Art Cyclery, send your inquiry to webletters@competitorgroup.com.